Yeah, where the ops, I ain't ducking smoke. Kick it off, no, we tryna score. Too easy, I'ma run it up with my eyes closed like Pat Mahomes. Red flag, I might send him home.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Detroit Lions. Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Let's go now.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got his man, it's Williams. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Gibbs will try and pick it up. Down the left sideline. He's on his way. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs. Halfway to 100 now. Career touchdown number 50. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. From the 21, here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Second and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact on that one, and it's third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. 23 yards on the play. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. Williams trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
Second and goal from the 1. Williams again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Across midfield. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll go again with Gibbs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 94 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try and run it with Gibbs. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. On the move to his left. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brad, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed down quickly and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Joseph Ossai there on the stop. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Patterson's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike. Flushed out right. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. This offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Another run for Gibbs here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Can they dial up the blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage? The crowd with their wings.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Man out of the backfield. That's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Bring it home, boys. We got this.
Come on.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll drop to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw again. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one. That's not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. Giving a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
In motion left goes Sutton.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. And out of bounds right around the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Second down and 3.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they send a man in motion right. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. 4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead will shrink to 6.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Now this will be returned from deep.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at.
There he goes left side. And they finally get him down at the other 46.
165 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Nick Bonito able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the third sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways.
And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Denver. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And able to get him down, but he does has reached the 5. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here is 3rd down and 4. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. Eluding the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Some good games around the league here early in week 1. And this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Gibbs is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Gibbs again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. A give right side for Gibbs. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
Patterson's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So defensively, they made the move to try and freeze out the kicker, but he steps up and he says, ice this.
And you talk about ice, how about the ice running through his veins? He just steps right up, calm as he can be, and drills it to give his guys the lead.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
This defense knows. They need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Out to his left. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Back to throw. Flushed out, and he can't get him thrown away. He's taken down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
tight. 19 tight. 18 rattle. 18 rattle.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 5. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Here comes 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken a lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. Wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal will only tie as they up their lead to 3. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfielder side, so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. He'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll air this one out for Mims. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's fourth and long. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions looking like they're going to come away with a victory. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Lions, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me, spin and slide. I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get